Yo, fam. Happy Monday to everybody. Welcome. Come on in to the chat. Silverback Tactical in the building. Happy Father's Day for sure, for sure. Thomas BG, what's good with you? Alvin Yip, happy Monday. Shayna, my sister, what's going on? Mr. BS, what's good with you? Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope everybody had an outstanding weekend. Coy, Rick G, what's up? My guy, Gina V. Gina, hey, you. Hey, boo, how you doing? What's good? What's good, chat? I'll wait for people to come on in. We can get into this topic. This one is gonna be this was gonna be a real one, fam. This was gonna be a real one. Jada Budget Gunbuyer, what's good with it? What's good with it? Yeah, fam. This topic tonight, well, we're gonna get into it. I'll explain how it came about and all of that good stuff. But I think this is not a gun live like it usually is, although I'm going to get you guys advice and opinion uh, on a few guns. So make sure you stick around with that. For that, we're going to be doing a couple of giveaways. We're going to have a couple non-member giveaways. We're going to give away some patches and some key change. Oh, Thomas B, you ordered a shirt? Okay, I'll check that order out for you, Thomas. I'll try to do it. As a matter of fact, I'll try to do it while we're on live because usually they turn them around pretty fast. Sometimes though, I have to go in and do something, make a little change or something. So we'll try to get that, get you an update on that actually during the live if I can. Agent Two Down, what's good, my man? What's good? Yeah, fam. So I'll wait. I'm gonna give a few more minutes, give some grace for people who are getting off work. I don't know. I don't think we got a whole lot of West Coast people in the chat. I know we got a few, like Thomas BG, I know is out here, and a few more. But most of you guys are like 2 or 3 hours ahead. Um, but yeah, for the folks who are on the West Coast, like just getting off work at 5:30, 6, I'm trying to give them a little grace. Jason Ewan, Shanna's other half. Welcome, fam. Welcome. Always good to see you. First of all, while I'm doing this, let me give a shout out. Look, fam, this weekend, this coming weekend is a regular meetup. When I tell you that I am heartbroken that I'm not going to be there to see all of my family and a lot of you guys, I just consider you guys my family. I'm heartbroken that I'm not going to be there. It would have taken a lot not to get me there. The only thing that stopped me was I had plans. And no cap, I really did go online to see if I could get plane tickets to maybe get there early Wednesday, spend all day Wednesday, all day Thursday, fly back Thursday night, and go on my cruise on Friday morning. But it just didn't. The math wasn't mathing. Um, there weren't really direct flights. There were a lot of layovers, some for a couple of hours, some for like 6 and 7 hours in a very short period of time. It just didn't make any sense, and it wasn't cheap. On top of all that, so I just couldn't work it out. But I promise you guys, I will never miss another meetup as long as I'm physically able to go. Citizen to a citizen. What's good with you? Look, fam, I always shout out my folks. If you guys are not watching Citizen to a Citizen's channel, you guys are missing out on some really good content. I feel like he really takes time to make the videos entertaining. They're informative, they're entertaining. He has dope guns. And so, yeah, if you're not subscribed to Citizen to a Citizen's channel, please make sure you do so and check my man out. He does a great job. Look, fam, I had to get a drink. So let me to Rich, what's good with you? 1 point. On point, I'm sorry. On point to AT. What's happening? What's good with you, fam? Look, I need to get me a little drink because number one, it's hair as a dog. And number two, I felt like I needed to be properly lubricated to have this conversation we about to get into for real, for real, for real, for real. So look, fam. First off, I want to wish all the dads a very happy Father's Day. I'm a day late, I know, but you see up there a picture of me and my pops. I took my pops to breakfast yesterday and had a great time, man. And I know how important dads are. So while I don't have any kids, I appreciate my dad and I appreciate all the dads out there. I mean, that man taught me, what it means to be a man. He taught me about accountability. He taught me about responsibility. Um, he taught me about consequences for poor decisions, like catching an ass whooping up in this up in this camp. So I appreciate my dad. The older I get, the wiser I get, the more I appreciate him. I lost my mom many years ago. So the fact that I still have a parent still around that I can lean on and talk to is a true blessing from God. So I love you, Pops. He is a subscriber and a supporter of the channel. As you can see, he is rocking his 2A in LA merch in the picture. And I posted this on Instagram and my personal Facebook page. But if you guys didn't catch it, I thought I'd put it up here doing the live just as a way to say again to my dad, Happy Father's Day, and say Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers in the chat. I'm going to also ask as the Celtics and Mavericks go into what could be the second elimination game that y'all keep me abreast of the scores. That will be much, much appreciated. Um, oh, on point. Yeah, sorry about your loss, bro. Yeah, mom. Look, if you're a son, there's a special relationship between a son and his mom. I definitely had that. So yeah, being without my mom is never easy. But like I said, I feel blessed and fortunate that my dad is still around. Yeah, fam. So this weekend, fam, look, I don't know if I look tired as hell, but let me tell you, I am. If I don't, it's because I'm playing it off pretty good. But woo! So yesterday, I took my dad out to Father's Day for breakfast. And then every weekend, me and a bunch of my homies get together and we go to the Playboy Jazz Festival at the Hollywood Bowl out here in Southern California. And fam, it is, I don't, fam, look, I am not 25 no more. I ain't, matter of fact, I ain't 35 or 45. That's the problem, fam. Look, my boys and me get pretty rowdy. There's a lot of drinking, a lot of laughing, and great times, fam. But that next morning when I got to get up and go to work, oh wee, oh, 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 wee, man, it is a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, like I said, I got me a little drink here because, like I said, it's a little hair of the dog from yesterday. And also, our topic is about to be very, very interesting, I think. Um, Whiteside Tactical, what's good? If I haven't already said hi, I want to make sure I say hello to you. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Let me see if I missed anybody. I think I caught everybody. I think I said what's up to Too Rich. If I didn't, man, welcome. Always good to see you in here. Yeah, fam. So, do I have to? Any housekeeping? Yeah. So a couple things. Like I said, we're gonna be giving away some patches, some 2A NLA fam patches, and some keychains. We'll do that a few times throughout the live. I'm also going to be doing a major giveaway for members. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. 2A Citizen said, I know the feeling. Citizen 2A Citizen said, I know the feeling. We just got back from traveling, drinking, eating, and watching the sun come up. I ain't built for that no more. Man, it is. Look, I'm to the point probably in my life where I can still do a lot of the things that I could do when I was young, but the recovery is just a mofo. It's just a mofo. It be taking me days, sometimes weeks to recover from the stupid stuff I be doing. So yeah, fam, it's different. Getting older is real. It's a real thing, but much better than the alternative. So happy to be here, Lord. Happy to be here. What was the mistake you made? Oh, we always got one. Some of us are first and others just follow. All right. So look, man, hey, white side, we got a lot of Greeks in the 2A community. I'm a Sigma, Koi, on here is a Sigma. I guy, who is often in the chat, is Kappa. We got Refrigerator Q, who's a Q dog. We got a lot. We got the Greek, uh, the Black Greek. Oh, also Roblox. Roblox Greek. So we got a lot of Greeks who are active in the 2A community, and I am glad to find that out. I'm glad to have a platform where we can all come together and meet for sure. Last week I did to trip to Coverton back in one drive. Now, Thomas BG, remind me again, you're in Northern California, right? Refresh my memory on that. I'm pretty sure you're in Northern Cal. Is Skilly in here? Did I miss Skilly? Sam, if you are in here, Skilly, what's good with you? Oh my God, Gina, look, we're not gonna start the membership thing. Look, me and Gina be giving each other memberships back and forth. Consequently, neither of us win anything on our channels. That's why last time I wasn't doing memberships, Gina, I was doing super chats because because I felt like when Gina have a giveaway, I am going to ruin my chances at winning anything. But thank you so much, Gina. You are definitely appreciated. I saw that and then forgot all about to acknowledge it. Anthony Dorr. Yes, Anthony. Look, fam, y'all got to give me a minute now. When I show you guys the Venom on Instagram, and if you guys haven't seen that, I'll try to pull it up here so you guys can check it out. But your boy got a new toy or a new tool, I should say. Yeah, fam. Woo, this one. Woo. It's gonna get. Look, I told you guys when I did my Atlas. When I did my Atlas video and I asked the question, does Atlas make the best guns out there? Does anybody want any smoke with them? I told you I was here for it. So the Venom Customs of the world, the Haze of the world, the Infinities of the world. I got all of these guns coming in on order between now and the end of the year. And yeah, fam, we're gonna put Atlas to the test. So, but look, fam, it takes me a minute. So keep in mind, fam, my everyday job, life, whatever is pretty demanding. I get pretty far out in front on a lot of these videos. I don't like when you see a video released on Tuesday, I probably did that video 3-4 weeks ago. And so there's a lag time. Like I've already done all my videos for June, a lot of my videos for July. Usually I'll do an unboxing video and then I'll do a review. And don't forget, when I try to get these reviews, like I want to put like 1,000 rounds through the gun typically. And so that's a couple of range days for me usually. So just keep that in mind, y'all. It takes me a minute. If you see it on Instagram, usually the unboxing will come within 30 days, probably. And then the review will come a little bit after, a couple weeks after the unboxing. So just keep that in mind. Hold on. I think we had some new folks come in. So Anthony, yeah. So the Venom review is coming. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, he says, I'm thinking about getting one. They built it on Atlas frame. They did. They did. So there are a couple of companies. Rafferty is one. Venom is one. They have a very, very select relationship with Atlas, where Atlas will provide them some of the core components of Atlas guns. Now, when they get them and they really work them and do their thing to try to get them to another level. What I would say is that they are very much similar to Atlas. If you guys follow me, you'll know that some of the criticism of Atlas guns is never about fit and finish. It's never about how great they shoot. It's that they aren't as stylistic, aesthetically pleasing, maybe, as some of the other guns. And the reason why a lot of Terran tactical guns, so it's like you got Alice over here who has impeccable componentry, impeccable fit and finish, impeccable shooting, but lacks style. And then you have like Terran Tactical over here, whose style points are through the roof, but he gets criticized because of componentry sometimes and things like that, right? So what people like Venom Customs have tried to do, Infinity tries to do, Rafferty tries to do, is they try to take that Atlas model about fit and finish, componentry, all that, but dress it up to be more like a Terran tactical gun. So we'll see. We'll see how it rates in my system. Oh, Anthony said patience is not a virtue, bro. If you're going to be in this 2011 game, patience is a must. On point 2A says he ordered the Sealy Bear. Yeah, man, that's a good affordable optic. I like Sealy, man. A lot of people are on them, but I think they make a quality optic at a reasonable price. Philly Slow, what's good with you? My guy. Marcus D, thank you for joining and becoming a member. Much, much appreciated. Oh, I see you, Coy, shooting them back. Yeah, starting first doesn't mean you leading the way. Just means you were the first, bro. We took what you did and improved on it 3-4 fold. Is what I'm trying to get at. Up in her. Agreed. They kind of look the same to me. Got an Artemis and Athena. Okay. So I kind of would like something different, like your Venom. Okay, bet, bet. Yeah, I see. We're gonna have a lot of trash talking among the frats in here. Hey, just for you guys who are not Black Greeks, just know it's all love. It's some good natured ribbing among all of the fraternities and sororities out there. So look, fam, let's kind of get into the topic. I want to talk about where this topic came from, and then I want to talk about, I'm going to give us some things to watch to get us in the right mindset. Um, to get us in the right mindset for this conversation, because I think it's important. So look, fam, I let me just say this about me. Let you guys know something about me. Lift up the curtain a little bit. I am very comfortable in my own skin. I feel very blessed and fortunate. I am pleased with the things that God blessed me with, and I have long since made peace with the things that He didn't see fit to provide for me. And so I don't the hate means nothing to me. I am not easily offended. I am not a sensitive guy. As long as, you don't put your hands on me, don't start none, won't be none kind of thing. I don't, especially somebody that's just online. I mean, I could really, really care less. Um, and so, but I do on occasion, and I want to make this perfectly clear. 99, probably 0.9% of the comments that I get, whether it's here on YouTube or Instagram or wherever, are positive. People appreciate the firearms that I show. They appreciate the modifications that I make to them. They appreciate the content, the time and energy I put into the content. It's almost all love. But inevitably, every once in a while, I'll get somebody that hates. And sometimes, and like I said, I'm not a sensitive guy. I think there is a difference between constructive criticism and hate. If somebody tells me, you know, hey fam, I saw the way you did this. That was cool, but I think I might have done it this way. Oh, well, I appreciate that because now we're having an exchange. Now we're having a knowledge dump. I can walk away from that with something that I can use, right? So that to me is all good. But what I don't like, I guess, is when people are negative and mean for like really no reason, or just because they can, because they sitting behind a keyboard somewhere. To me, I feel like that's kind of it doesn't bother me at all, but it says a lot about you, in my opinion. It says way more about you than it does about me. Sticks, what's good? I'm only jealous when I watch your channel. Appreciate that, bro. Tech Money, what's good? My main man Kaba and that man. Citizen 2A says, I feel like the people that post negative comments are seeking help or attention. I mean, the content is always top notch. What's there to hate? I mean, look, fam, it sometimes it doesn't. People make up stuff to hate. Oh, we'll get into some examples and stuff, but I want to. So I think I want to play you guys some stuff, and I want it to get into your minds or whatever, so we can really start digging in to this topic. Hold on, I got a couple more. Bayou Sugar, what's good with you? Welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. Tavo, what's good with you, my man? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. All right, so I'm gonna play. I think it's like 4 different videos, kind of all dealing on the hater topic, and then we'll circle back and dig into it a little bit more. Jason Ewing says, I appreciate that you have fly shit, but you don't disrespect other people's guns, fam. No doubt, no doubt, because it's not, I'm from the old school. My mom, I talked about losing my mom, but one of the things that my mom taught me, my grandmother taught me, you ain't got nothing good to say. Don't say nothing good at all. Like I watch people's videos sometimes on YouTube, and I don't think they're good. I don't think people put a lot of thought into them. I don't think they're well prepared or whatever. But if I don't see any redeeming quality in something, I just won't say anything. I I'll let them live. Let them live. Because somebody else, that's just one person's opinion, right? Somebody else could watch that and feel like, oh, that's dope. Hey, that's tight. So I just let them live, right? And if I see something, even if I feel like overall the video wasn't that good, but there's one thing I thought that, oh, he or she did a really good thing talking about this, I'll reference that. I'll say, I love the way you did about this. And hopefully that inspires them to keep making content and keep getting better. If you look at the biggest some of the biggest YouTubers out there. Go back and look at their early videos. Go back and look at my early videos. You'll see, I think, a huge amount of growth. I started watching Yoki Sturp's channel when she first started, and she had like some nice guns. And Yoki always had a really good, like pleasant personality. But her knowledge base and her shooting and all that, from when she first started to now, night and day, night and day, night and day. So I love that. I'm here for it, Gina. You keep playing. Now watch, Gina. When you don't win anything, when you don't win what I'm giving away tonight, I don't want to hear one word about how it's rigged or anything like that. Philly Slow says most haters are jealous and envious. Okay. I think there's something to that. All right, hold on. Let me share my screen and let's start getting into some of this. Present, share screen.
Hey, Stewie. What's up, big guy?
None of the girls at school want to go to homecoming with me. Probably because everyone calls me names like Big Nips and Fat Nips and Big Fat Nips.
Oh, don't listen to them big fat nips. They're just being haters.
What's a hater?
Oh, it's just something people say instead of working to change their own flaws. Anyway, you just got to do what Taylor Swift does and shake it off.
Okay. So that's what Stewie thinks hating is. Let's bring this out of the kind of cartoon realm and let's bring it more into everyday real people realm. Let's check this one out.
Hating is when you're not even in the game. I know the difference between a hater and somebody that ain't even in the game. Who got something to say.
I got you.
A hater is somebody that don't do what you do every day, but wake up every day and speak about how you do what you do. That's a hater. Hating is when you're not even in the game. I know the difference between a hater and somebody that ain't even in the game. Who got something to say.
I got you.
A hater is somebody that don't do what you do every day, but wake up every day and speak about how you do what you do. That's a hater.
Okay. All right. This one is a little longer, but I thought it was very interesting, in my opinion.
Hey man, I'm gonna give y'all some advice. Something you probably didn't even know. You understand? Don't be mad when people hate on you. Don't be upset about it. All right? To me, you're doing something. You understand? You know what a hater is comprised of inspiration meets shiftlessness. You understand? I tell people all the time, show me a hater, I'll show you a lazy man or a lazy woman. You understand? See, when you dealing with somebody who's willing to work, who's willing to learn, who's willing to get up and do what they got to do in order to be what they got to be, see, they ain't gonna hate on nobody. You know what I'm saying? They gonna see what it is. They gonna be like, yo, I need to do that. They see somebody over there making money. They see somebody just living better, doing whatever it is. Hey, man, I got to get over there and do that. See, they willing to get up and do what it is that they need to do in order for them to be, what they need to be. But when you dealing with a hater, see, a hater is gonna see you. He gonna see you doing good, but he too lazy. He too lazy to move. He too lazy to get up and do something. He too lazy, you know what I mean? He's inspired, but he lazy. You understand? So the only energy that he's gonna use is the energy to hate on somebody. That's why he hating. He hating because he know that you got that one thing about you that separates yourself from the pack, that separates you from him, is that you're going to move. See, they don't hate that you're doing well. They hate the fact that you actually are doing something. It's not the money that they hate. It ain't the car. It's you. It's what's in you. They see that you got the gall. You brave. You got the heart. You got the drive to go after what it is that you want. And they hate the fact that they are cowards. They don't have the drive. They don't have the willpower. They don't have the discipline. They don't have nothing. They don't have any of the tools that they need to go out there and make it happen. So that's what they hate. That car you drive, you can get another car. That money, you can spend that money and get some more back, man. They hate that. They hate the fact that you can go after it. That's what they hate. Always remember that. A hater ain't nothing but somebody who is inspired by you, but they too lazy to get up and manifest it for themselves. That's all a hater is. That's all a hater is. So when you see somebody looking at you all talking bad about you all this, man, just know, hey man, I'm inspiring you, brother or sister. You need to stop being lazy. Thank you.
It says,
Hey man.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of truth in that one. Hold on, I got one more. I think this last one is not so much about a hater, about what a hater is, but more so about like how you go about handling a hater. And I think, we should get some wise words of wisdom from the philosopher Cat Williams.
Just saying, live your motherfucking life. You got to get your motherfucking hustle. Understand niggas is going to hate you regardless. Get that out of your head, that fantasy world where niggas ain't hating on you. You got to be grateful. You need haters. What the fuck is you complaining about? What the fuck do you think a hater's job is? To fucking hate. So let them motherfuckers do their goddamn job. What the fuck is you complaining about? Ladies, if you got 14 women hating on you, you need to figure out how the fuck to get to 16 before the summer get here. The fuck is you mad about? Fellas, if you got 20 haters, you need 40 of them motherfuckers. What is you complaining about? If there's any haters in here right now that don't have nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me. Sit back there and say my hair ain't luxurious when you know it is, bitch. Dipset.
All right, fam. So look, we heard from a few different people talking about haters. I think there was something to be gleaned from all of that. Before we dive in, let me just say what's up to Southeast 78 in the building. My man Howard J is in the building. Mr. Biggs is in the building. Let me scan down. Rodney Brady is in the building. My man 50 grand. Crazy upset, Rod. I ain't gonna be there to hang out with you in a few days. Crazy Mechanic, what's good? Patrick Irie, my God, what's happening? Thomas in the building. Big Fish. Big Fish said that Cat Williams stand up for me. No doubt. So look, fam, like I said, 90% of the comments that I get are very, very positive. Every now and then I get somebody who like is just mean-spirited out of nowhere, right? And I think we should get into like there's levels to hate. I personally, the line I always give is I'm too busy winning to hate anything. I feel personally like anything, any giving away, any energy spent giving to hate is wasted energy because that is energy I could be putting into ensuring that I win. And I don't like wasted energy or wasted effort. I like to be as efficient as possible. So I really don't hate on any level, small or large. I'm not saying I'm not human. Maybe I do here and there, but I always, if I see it, I always try to recognize it and correct my behavior immediately. I find it much more powerful to cheer people on, to root for people, to honor people who are winning, and that positivity fuels the things that I'm trying to accomplish and helps me to win where I'm trying to win. So that's how I look at it. Ray Official, what's good with you? David Harris, what's good with you? Charles Henry in the chat. Cobb said, our 2A in LA, I reported you to YouTube because I hate all your guns. That's hate, y'all. That is hate. So look, before we even get started, and we're going to dig into this in some details, but before we get started, do we have anybody in the chat who is a self-proclaimed hater? If you are, say I am in the chat. It's no judgment. We are in a judgment-free zone right here, right? No judgment on our part. I just want to know, do we have any self-proclaimed haters in the chat? If you are, please just raise your hand. ADC, welcome to the chat. And he says, or she says, hating is just jealousy, envy, and unfortunately, it's way too abundant amongst us Black people, especially us men. This has to and needs to stop. I couldn't agree more. The only thing that I would disagree with is I think hating is rampant among all races at just different levels. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a real problem. OG $2, my OG homeboy. Welcome to the chat, y'all. Look, I'll tell you a funny story about this topic. So usually what I try to do is I try to think about a topic about a week in advance and do the thumbnail and all of that. And then I'll put it on StreamYard and then it automatically premieres. It doesn't give me an option, at least if it does, I don't know how to do it, to premiere it at a certain time frame. It does it whenever you establish it, right? So if you guys have watched that, you've probably seen this preview now for about a week. So my dad calls me, and this is, on the heels of Father's Day. This is what fathers do. This is why I love my pops, man. So he calls me and he goes, "Hey, man, how you doing?" I said, "I'm good, Pops. What's going on?" He said, "Yeah, I was on your channel and I saw the topic coming up about haters. Everything all right? What something going on? We need to hit a corner. What's happening?" I was like, "No, Pops, it's all good. It's all good. No, we don't need to check nobody. It's all straight." That's a father's love for his son, even at this age. Pops was like, if it's gonna be something, everybody's gonna get the smoke. So shout out again to all the dads. Happy Father's Day. I saw Fish was in there. Happy Father's Day, bro. Definitely. Big Easy 303. What's good? Tavo says, "I love to see what you're doing in your collection. It gives me something to work for." Tavo, that's exactly how I feel. And it's so refreshing when you meet people that are free of that. I remember when I was, just starting kind of my YouTube journey, I used to watch, and this was when Fish was doing Big Fish, Little Boat, I'm talking about. This is when Fish was doing a lot of solo content, like before he really got going with the tactical turkeys. And I would love to watch. Big Fish always had dope stuff. I would love to watch his channel to learn, to see the kind of stuff and the builds that he was putting together and what kind of accessories he was putting on his firearm. And it was inspiration for me. A lot of people talk about whose collection is better, my collection or Team Blacksmith. I look at Team Blacksmith as an inspiration for me, and hopefully I inspire him. I think that, and it's all love. It's all love. We've met, hung out, great guy. There is no, like I said, when you winning, you're not worried about what the next guy is doing unless you can glean something from the next guy that helps you win. So this whole hater culture is, I don't understand it, which is why I wanted to have this live. I didn't see anybody in the chat saying they are a self-proclaimed hater. Now, I think there's a couple of kinds of haters though. I think there's levels to hating, and we should talk about that. And then I think there is two different types of haters though. There is the type of haters who recognize that they are haters. They are self-proclaimed haters, and they are comfortable with the fact that they are haters, and that's just what it is. That, I think they're wrong, but that hater I appreciate. That's like people who are racist but overtly racist. They come out and they say, I don't like black people. I don't like whatever. I appreciate those much more than the covert racists who act like they cool with you when they're in your face, but as soon as the door closes, they call you all out of your name and doing everything they can to slow your progress, right? So I appreciate the people who are self-proclaimed haters. At least you know it, you recognize it, right? So look, man, let's get into the levels of hate. I think a lot of people, I wouldn't call them helpful haters, but I think there's a lot of people who do some hater behavior. Let me ask, how many people out here are recognize that they hate on a certain level with certain things? Put I do in the chat if you do. This is a test. Thomas said, that's dads for you. That is how they roll, Thomas. At least that's how mine gets down. Pops was ready to push that snub note. Look, hey, I get it. Don't forget, I think I've told you guys this before. My dad's retired law enforcement. My dad got to say full of guns. Full of guns. He taught me how to shoot. So yes, sir. Big Easy 303 said Fish got me to step on my game. No doubt. Me too. Me too. And I will forever be grateful to Fish for that, because a lot of times you'll think you're doing something and then you'll meet somebody who's showing you that there's another level to get through. I thought this was the level. And I had met that level and I was there. And then Fish came, especially on the long gun side of things. Fish came and said, no, long guns, bro, you can get here. You can get here. And even now, I'm trying, this is probably less than a month ago. Within the last 30 days, I hit up Fish because I had a BNT question. So, fam, there is no hate in me. I appreciate people. I love to try to glean knowledge wherever I can. And man, yeah, I appreciate Fish. I appreciate Team Blacksmith. I appreciate all the people on YouTube. And sometimes I watch people stuff who has nothing to do with guns, but I can glean something about how to construct a YouTube video. I learned a lot about how to conduct a live by watching RGG's live and My Fly Family's live and the Tactical Turkeys live and Genevieve Gina's live and all these people. And so that motivated me and inspired me to start doing my own lives. Y'all know I just started doing lives maybe a few months ago. So Patrick says, who cares what a hater, I'm paraphrasing. Who cares what a hater thinks? They hate because they are not doing what you do. So F them. I couldn't agree more. So this isn't so much, I'm not doing, and maybe this is, I didn't see, so I didn't, wait, hold on. I asked, hey, Tory Brain Gang, what's good? I asked, does anybody have a little hate in them? Okay, Gina says, I hate some of your pickups. Coy said, I hate on FN. And so what that means? So those were the only two that I see say. Now I'm calling cap. Like Tom says, hey fam, let's not get incorrect. Me for an example, I speak my feelings. That's sometimes taken the wrong way. Am I making? Yeah. No, you're making sense. So look, I'm calling cap because so far Gina and Coy are the only ones who admit that they hate. I think all of us hate. Y'all more than me. Y'all more than me. Okay, so look, let's kind of talk about the levels of hating, right? I think there is what I call minor hating, which is kind of good natured and is not meant to be mean spirited, right? Yeah, Thomas, you definitely hate on the Arabs, 100%. 100%. Look, but I think that falls into that categories. I get a lot of flack for being a Cowboys fan. And all these cowboy haters, which is what you are. So when you're when you're like, oh, I don't hate, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Because when I say I'm a Cowboy fan, all y'all come out the woodwork. Dude, what for what? For what? What is the reason that you are hating? So I think there's a difference. So let's keep that sports analogy going, right? Let's keep that sports analogy going. If the Cleveland Browns are your team, and your Cleveland Browns are playing the Cowboys, and you root against the Cowboys, that makes perfect sense to me because you're not so much rooting against Cowboys as you're rooting for your team. You want your team to beat their opponent, right? That makes sense to me. There's a vested interest in that, right? If though the Dallas Cowboys are playing the Pittsburgh Steelers and neither of them is your team and you're hating, okay, Biggie, that's the part I don't get. Like, as an example, I have never lived in Boston. I have never been to Boston. I don't have any desire to travel or visit Boston. I don't have anything against Boston. It's just not, not on my destination spot, right? And I would say I probably hated on the Boston Celtics when I was a kid and I was watching the Lakers because they would always end up in the finals. But as an adult, I mean, I don't have, I'm indifferent relative to Boston. I remember when the Patriots were winning all those Super Bowls, right? Man, I just used to hear people after people say crazy shit. For real. Oh, Tom Brady sucks. Tom Brady, what? Oh, Bill Belichick can't coach. He's a cheater. What? What? What are you talking about? They're one of the best football dynasties ever. And I am not a fan at all. But I'm not a hater. Like, when your hate is so high that the things that come out of your mouth don't make any sense, then you got a problem that you need to address. Now, in the case of sports fandom, okay, it's whatever, right? Like I said, to me, that rises to the level of good natured, ain't hurt nobody, nothing. But there is something there, though, that I don't think should be ignored. There is something there. I root for teams who are playing against my team because I have a vested interest in that point at seeing my team win. But when you are hating and you don't have a vested interest, when you just hating for hating's sake, to me that says something about you, and you need to like self-examine, like, why do I do that? What is it about me that makes me do that? So what I say is I don't waste any of my energy on hate. Now, that's a very minor thing. Because I think, again, most people, when they're hating on another sports franchise or a team or whatever, that's just good natured fun. Like, you heard my man Coy and the other alpha that's in the chat, like going back and forth. That's good natured ribbing. It's not meant to be mean spirited. But I'll be honest, fam, like a lot of these comments and people like Citizen to a Citizen who produces content can speak to this. I'm sure Fish, when Fish was doing his own videos like every single week or very, very often, I'm sure he was getting these kind of comments from folks too, where people are just mean. And I think those people, something else is going on with them. And I think like sometimes we have people who hate to see, and all of us, I'm sure, have been hated on at some point in time for whatever reason, right? There are some people, like I had a friend in college who liked to see people that he didn't know win. If it was some unknown celebrity that was rocking a dope car or was dressing super fly or whatever the case, was very well off, he liked that. He looked at that as inspirational. When you did it, though, when it was somebody that he knew, that's when he would hate. He would say little things that would just show that he was a hater. So there are people who hate when it's you, and then that's a you them kind of thing. And then there are people who just hate in general across the board. They don't want to see nobody win. They don't want to see nobody get ahead. So that part about it, I think, is a little bit crazy to me. Like I said, I think the problem with hating is that it impacts your ability to win, because any energy is hard to win at whatever it is you're trying to do. Winning, typically speaking, is not an easy thing. So it's hard to win. Any energy that you take to put towards non-productive, non-winning things, to me, is wasted energy that could be helping you win. I think so. I think we touched on a lot of like, why do people engage in hating, and why do people? Let's expand that out. Why do people engage in social media? I think when it comes to YouTube, most people engage because they either want to be educated on something, they want to be entertained, or they want to be acknowledged. The first two, I think, are good. The third, I think, is a little bit problematic. A lot of people go to social media to try to get the attention that they are not getting. Gina, would you knock it off? Gina, thank you. Knock it off. Like I said, I only hear nothing when you don't win tonight. So entertained, educated, or acknowledged. A lot of people go to social media because they are not getting the attention that they can get, that they would like to get in real life for whatever reason. People don't take them seriously. People don't respect them or their work ethic or their energy or their whatever it is, right? And so they come on social media where nobody knows them, and they sit behind a keyboard and they just spew hate. They just spew hate. Those are the ones that I feel they need help. They need help, because if the only way that you can feel like something is to down somebody that you don't even know, to me, that borderline makes you a coward. You're like borderline coward, because you probably wouldn't say that if you was up in my grill. So if you, first of all, I never leave any comment on anybody's video that I wouldn't say directly to their face. Period. Period. That's just how your boy gets down. If I can't say it in your face, I ain't gonna say it in your comments. For real, for real. And so if you're that person, then you need to really check yourself on that one. Hold on. Tavo says keyboard warriors these days are high, not like my youngster day. You want to say something, you say it in person, might get knocked out in the process. No doubt. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like the level of disrespect that people are comfortable spewing in comments. Man, look. Y'all really, man, like I said, I think it says something about people or the way people. Now, here's what I will say, and this is why I never get mad. Like, even when somebody says some like foul stuff in my comments, usually I'll heart it. And then, depending on my mood, I might respond with some slick shit, right? But most of the time, I'll just harden, say thanks for watching, and keep it pushing because every time, maybe what they don't realize is every comment, good or bad, every like or dislike, thumbs up or thumbs down, helps to circulate the algorithm. So even when you're hating on me, you're helping me. Thank you. Thank you, Ice Cream Man. Thank you. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. So I don't, that's why again I don't trip. Sometimes I feel like I need to educate people. And sometimes people, I think you can mistake hate for ignorance too. Some people will come with me, will leave a comment that's ignorant. And when I say ignorant, I don't mean that they're stupid. I just mean that they're uninformed about whatever it is that they are speaking on. And I try to, I don't think that's hate. I just think that, like I said, they're uninformed. So what I try to do is take the time to educate them and make them see it in a different way than maybe they were seeing it before. Like, and this is a good example. I had a guy leave a comment in my video that was saying, you know, for the price of that gun, I don't even remember what gun it is. For the price of that gun, you could have got a proven duty weapon, training, and ammo. And I don't think he was hating. I just think he was saying something that he felt was factual, and he was saying something that he was speaking through his lens, right? Based on his view of the world. What he was really saying is, with the money that I have, before I would spend X on that, I would do ABC. And so my response to him was kind of, well, I bought that gun and I still bought a duty gun and I still bought ammo and I still bought high level training. So buying one doesn't preclude, I'm blessed that buying one didn't preclude me from getting the others. And I think from his mind and perspective, he was also thinking that, you know, how do I want to say this? I think from his perspective, he was thinking that firearms are tools and they're really just meant for self-defense, right? But I had to remind him that people buy guns for different reasons. Some people are collectors, and that's just what they do. Some people are out here in competition, and that's what they do. And so I think I just wanted to shift his brain a little bit and get him to look at things from a different angle and not be so judgmental. And I'm not, I think people can be judgmental. I don't think that that's hating per se. I just think people are, they just get besides, they just get turned sideways sometimes. But I think that's different than hating. Hold on, let me catch up with the chats real quick. Fam, I think it's more envy than hate, something I deal with every day. I feel you. I feel you. Fan for you. Welcome to the channel. Much appreciated you being here. Philly Solo said, I call them a different 5-letter word. I feel you on that too. CDL, what's good, man? Welcome to the chat. Good seeing you. Good seeing you 100%. Coy, no doubt, his opinion is just his opinion. And I'm good with that. Like, to me, the comment section is all about opinion. I think you can give an opinion like Coy. If I did a video on the FN 509 tactical, right? And you said based in and let's say we didn't know each other. And in the comments, you wrote, I'm not a fan of FN because I feel their triggers don't meet the standard that I'm looking for in a firearm, particularly given their price. Okay, for somebody who doesn't own an FN, with that comment is valuable. Now, it's just your opinion. I would happen to agree with that opinion, but it's just your opinion. But somebody can read that and they can know, oh, somebody out there thinks that FN doesn't make good triggers. And then if that starts to be a theme that they start seeing through a lot of different pages, then they can start to draw some conclusions. And maybe now when they go and they pick up an FN, the first thing they're going to do is say, is this trigger squishy? Is it crunchy? Is it whatever? Does it take up super long? So I'm all for it. To me, that's what the comments are for. They're for opinions. I think giving an opinion is different than hating. And I think a lot of it is just, like I said, people are mean-spirited. And where is the hate directed, right? Like a lot of people out there don't like the Cowboys. A lot of people in this chat don't like the Cowboys, right? But if you diss the Cowboys, which is kind of an innate, kind of non-tangible organization that's off some, that's one thing. If you call me stupid for liking the Cowboys, that's direct, right? That is being disrespectful. That's being direct and whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so it's the people who, like in your example, Coy, you brought up an opinion about FN, right? You didn't bring up an opinion about me because I like FNs or whatever. And I think that it may be a subtle difference, but it's a real difference. Southeast 78. He said he was speaking from a perspective of his worth or what he deems valuable. 100%. And that's why in that particular case, I didn't consider him a hater. I felt like he was giving an opinion, and I was just trying to offer him an alternative opinion to make him maybe think about it in a way that he hadn't thought about it before. But I think that's different than somebody who just says garbage stuff. Like I remember this dude, and this is a very slighting example, but I remember a dude who, when I first got my Prodigy done, and you can see the Prodigy is right over my right shoulder right there, right? Crazy, stupid, right? So on my Prodigy, I redid that thing from top to bottom. Ronald Woodman, what's good? Tactical Tina, my girl is in the building. And I talked about the things that I did. I told him I put a Masterpiece Arms grip on it, a Masterpiece Arms magwell. I put a red dirt trigger in it. I upgraded all the internals to EGW internals. I ported it. I did this. I recoded it. Blah, 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 blah. You know what he said to all that? I don't like the color of the magazine. I'm like, bro, I just read off a laundry list of a million things, and what you took away from all that was, oh, the magazine color could be better. Well, okay. This goes back to that. If I don't have nothing good to say, I don't say nothing at all. Like, even if that was the case, bro, like, again, I just hearted it and I said, okay. But it's that kind of stuff. Like, what in you? That's a hater. That's somebody that's looking at it and wishing they had it and is admiring it. And to make them feel good about themselves, they have to find some little point. That's like Eddie Murphy and Boomerang back in the day when he was talking about the girl's toes. And he was like, oh, she's fine. She's educated. She's smart. Bomb in bed. All this stuff, right? But I can't do it because of her toes. It's like you looking for something. You searching for some reason to hate. Koi gonna say FN sucks. Yeah, Koi is not an FN fan at all. At all. G Collector, welcome to the channel, bro. Good seeing you. Says I am nailing it. Appreciate that, man. Jose Rojo, what's good? Jose wants to know my thoughts on the Holosun PID and weapon lights. So I think the PID is a cool light. I think it's a good light. The problem that I think a lot of people are going to have, and I just saw this earlier today. I'm in a few Facebook groups, 2011 Facebook groups, and a guy had a really nice staccato. I don't remember what optic he had on it, but it was a normal, one of your common optics, either a Holosun or Trijicon or something like that. And he had a PID on it, and he was struggling to find a holster that would accommodate his setup. And it didn't have anything to do with the gun, it didn't have anything to do with the light. It had to do, with the optic, it had to do with his light. And so, Jose, I'd say I think PRDs are perfectly fine lights. I think just know that there are not a lot of holster companies out there that are designing holsters for them. So if that's important to you, that's something to consider when you're buying a light and when you're buying an optic. Is it going to work with whatever holster setter I have up? G Collector said he's a Cowboy fan. Good. Okay. Koi hates FN altogether. That's hate in the direction, right? Silverback hating the Cowboy. Now, Silverback, you don't like the Cowboys. Who are you a fan of? Are you a Steelers fan? Philly Soul, that's a true hater to the car. Tom said he was a snob fan. Ref about sorry ass Cowboys. Cowboy hater for life. Okay, Ray. Now let me ask you a question, Ray. Let's talk about this a little bit. You and STD. What did the Cowboys ever do to you? What happened? You tried out for the Cowboys and they cut you, and now you hate them? What? What happened? Why? I don't. This is what I don't get. I mean, look, the Cowboys have won. I mean, there's only maybe 2 or 3 organizations that have won. I think 2 organizations that have won more Super Bowls than the Cowboys. Maybe only 1. So it's not that they and they fail to meet expectations every year, certainly recently in recent years, but they're a good team. They win the division or come second place in their division every year, make the playoffs every year. Don't really do much, don't really make much noise in the playoffs, but I mean, solid team. So I don't understand. Tell me why you hate the Cowboys so much. What did the Cowboys do to you? That would be a good. Let's explore your hate and see if we can fix it. Thomas said he doesn't want onions on the toes. He has a hand and foot fetish. Okay, well, I'm no fetish hater here. Tavo, TLR1 holster fits it perfectly. Okay, well, that's good to know. Mike Ken in the building. What's up, Mike? Okay, so yeah, Silverback is a Steelers fan. So look, I mean, Silverback, I don't know how old you are, but if you're, let's say, over 50, and you remember those great rivalries between the Steelers and the Cowboys back in the day, kind of the way I remember the rivalry between the Lakers and the Celtics back in the day. Okay, I can live with that. If you're a young guy, though, I don't know why you would be a Cowboy hater. Thomas BG says that he thinks the owner is racist. I don't know factually. Well, I would say I don't know who your team is, Thomas, but how do you know their owner isn't racist? A. B. I have good friends who played for the Cowboys over the year, and they haven't found Jerry to be racist. Certainly any more racist than any other owner. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. Harry G said, I'm a Cowboy fan. So I just feel like I have a toxic relationship with them. Yeah, well, I'm a Cowboy. To call me a fan, yes, I am a fan. But I'm a Cowboy realist. Like, I'm not one of these people who think we win in the Super Bowl every year. No, I know when we're great. I know when we suck, and I know when we're mediocre. And we've been like a mediocre team forever. But I don't change my opinion about who my team is based on how the team is doing at any time. There's a word for people like that, and I'm not even gonna get into that. Okay, Thomas, you got too many teams, bro. Tom said I like the Niners, the Steelers, and the Patriots. Okay. Gary Oki, what's going on? Tech Money. Okay, so Tech Money is a DC native. So I'm guessing he's a Washington fan. And look, I'm not excusing you for that, Tech, because here's what I would say. Again, any hate in my book is wasted energy, right? So I don't have any problem with Washington as long as they're not playing the Cowboys. If I'm rooting against them, it's because of how it affects my team. I personally don't have any problem with Washington, and we just talked about racist a little while ago. Certainly, Washington certainly has, and I don't know if he's still the owner because they were trying to get rid of him, but an owner and a history that has some question to it. So what? So what? Jose Rosso, shout out to you, man. You're the reason why I got into 2011, 1911. Okay. He said, I'm officially a gun snob. Keep up the great content. Much appreciated, bro. Much appreciated. Tactical Tina said, Coy, needless to say, you don't have a scar. So look, I get that FN's triggers are not good on their pistols. And their prices are high. I don't know if that's why you don't like them or what it is. Scar is a great gun, though. Maybe overpriced. Some people would say Cowboys ain't the Steelers, so that's the only. So that means you, Gina. If you're saying so, Gina's saying the Cowboys ain't the Steelers. That's the only reason she needs. So that means you hate every other team in the league too, because there's only one Steelers, right? Again, to me, I just wasted energy. 2A speaking about hate, the negative impacts of it. I don't want to call any gun tubers out, but one in particular has thrown a lot of hate on combat precision, and it seems unfair. Well, I know who you're talking about. I know the gun tuber that you're talking about, and yeah, I mean, if we keep it in 100, that gun tuber has thrown a little bit of shade at Atlas. He thinks that Infinity is the bee's knees, and Infinity makes great guns. I'll find out how great. God, the Celtics up 21 at halftime. Oh, it's a wrap. I thought they were gonna win, but it's a wrap. Gary Oki's a Raider fan. Okay. Silverback, yes, I'm okay. Okay, Silverback. Okay, I'll grant you some grace. Like I said, to me, those old Cowboys. I used to hate the Steelers when I was a kid because the Cowboys would always run up against the Steelers, and most of the time, the Steelers got the best of those games. So I have a respect for the Steelers and what they. I don't. That's the thing, man. Like if you're being honest, you got to say that whatever organizationally over the time they've had their organization, the Cowboys, one of the most successful franchises in NFL history from a winning perspective on the field, and certainly from a marketing perspective. There are a lot of things to respect about the Cowboys, and I think there are a lot of things to respect about the Steelers, one of the cornerstones, in my opinion, at least, of the NFL. See how easy it is for me. I see how complimenting the Steelers just rolls off my tongue. I can do it with every team in the league, pretty much, because there's good things to be said about all these teams. I mean, most of these teams. certainly most of the cornerstone franchises, the Cowboys, the 49ers, the Patriots, the Steelers, franchises that have won multiple. It's hard to win a championship, y'all. Hard in any sport. And if you've won multiple ones, and sometimes 3, 4, 5, okay, well then, come on now. Show them some love. Show them some love. Thomas said he doesn't want the Cowboys to win. I don't understand that, Thomas. Oh, Thomas says Jerry threatened every player not to kneel. Yeah, I think a lot of those franchises, I think a lot of those conversations, and I'm not making excuses for Jerry. I could care less. Jerry ain't my dad. He ain't paying me no money. I could care less about Jerry Jones. I'm just saying that I'm just saying that just because Jerry has a big mouth and came out and said it, it doesn't mean that every other owner in the NFL, including the teams that you root for, didn't say the same thing. You know, just saying. Just saying. Mike Ken says Cowboy gets all the airplay, all the hype. And look, now, Mike, what I have heard from a lot of people is that it's not the Cowboys. Why am I talking all this time about the Cowboys? That is not the topic of the show. It's not the Cowboys. It's the Cowboys fans that are out of control. And I think there's a lot to be said about that. A lot of, oh, here goes Reggie. I think people hate the Cowboys fans more than the team. 100%. 100%. I think a lot of fans are just delusional. And crazy. And they go out of common sense. Like Gina and Silverback. Like, if y'all think the Steelers are going to be good this year, y'all are delusional. Y'all going to suck this year. Y'all going to be really sucking. For real, for real. For real, for real. I'm just saying. That's no hate. That's just my expertise as a football guy. Technically said Redskins all day. I respect a lot of the Cowboy players, but when it's game, oh, no doubt. Look, if your team is playing against my team, then I expect you to root for your team. That's just common sense to me. Mike Ken said the Scar is overpriced, especially having Apollo Malloy. Yeah, I think there's some truth to that. I think it's a great gun. I think a lot of times we equate value with quality. I think there's no doubt the Scar is a well-made gun. It's an excellent shooting gun. I know because I have one. I'm not guessing about it or speculating on it. I own one. I shoot one. And I own a lot of other guns that I can compare it to. And so I think the Scar is a good gun. Now, I think Scars are kind of like Terran Tacticals, where people don't deny that they're good guns. They just feel like they're overpriced for, the quality, for the componentry. And I think that's a fair assessment. Strap House Customs. Now, Strap House Customs, if I'm almost 100% positive Strap House is a Q dog. And so, like I said, we got a lot of Greeks, man, in a two-way space. I love that. Love it. Some deserve the bag, but Dak, who does he thinks he's demanding, has done nothing in 8 years. I don't know, Thomas. I think there's some truth to what you're saying. I would just say that, you get rid of Dak. I think Dak is a solid NFL quarterback, a pro's pro. But I think he's limited. He has a ceiling. Don't forget, Dak was a 4th-round draft pick. So he has a ceiling, and I think, come playoff times, Dak is going to be, look, let's face it, man. There's like probably about 3 to 4 teams every year who really have a chance to win a Super Bowl. And then you probably got another 5, 6 teams that are good, solid teams or whatever. And then you got a few teams that get into the playoffs by the hairs on their chin. And the rest of the league sucks. And so Dak goes out and he beats up on these suck teams. But in the playoffs, generally speaking, most of these teams don't suck. If you're a high seed, you or mid-level seed, you're going to be playing a good team. And I think that's when you need the special talents. That's when you need the Patrick Mahomes of the world, the guys who can put a team on their shoulder, and the Tom Brady's of the world, the guys that can put a team on their shoulder and elevate the play of everybody around them. So I don't think Dak sucks or anything like that. Hey, Darth, appreciate that, brother. I don't think Dak sucks. I just think he's kind of a mediocre quarterback. Kind of mediocre. He's a good quarterback. He just is not great. Bust them gums in the building, BTG. SDD said he sold sexually explicit items this weekend at a fair, and other vendors around were hating, but their hate made things better at his stand. No doubt. That sometimes that's how it works. Gina put $20 in the chat just so she can say Steelers. Thank you, Gina. Thank you. Much appreciated. Kevin Lamar says, go Bucks. Charles Henry says, sense ain't common. Facts. Gina, what sounded like hate to you? I don't hate. Coy, facts. When you got two quarterbacks, it means you have none. No, Thomas, I get why. I get that. Hate, 30 years of it. I hate, I can't figure out. Ha! Gary, okay. Oh, Gary. I'm glad you said. So Gary Oki says, I hate, I can't figure out how to buy an Infinity. So fam, I'm going to pull up something and I need, wait, before we do this, let's do our first quick giveaway. We're going to give away a 2A NLA patch and a 2A NLA Fam keychain. I need you guys, hold on, let me do this. I need you to put #hater in the chat. If you want to win a 2A NLA patch and keychain, everybody put #hater in the chat. Can't get right. What's good? Raiders Nation in the building. And while you guys are doing that, I need your guys' advice. For real. I'm a little torn here. So I want to get some input from you guys. Did you know how Charles Henry said, did you know how Trevor Lawrence got played with little backlash, unlike Lamar Jackson? Yeah, well, still got a ways to go in a lot of areas, my man. Still got a way to go in a lot of areas. Okay, let's share screen. If you haven't, what's good? You're just getting in. So look, if you were out earlier, so is a Kappa. I love the fact that I got an Alpha, Kappa, and a Q, and another Sigma in the chat. I love when my Greek family is represented. I told everybody at the start of the live, I went to the Hollywood Bowl for the Playboy Jazz Festival this weekend, and I got to see a lot of people that I went to college or went to surrounding colleges with, a lot of Greeks. Seeing them in all the frats was, man, one of my highlights of the year every year. Sometimes that's the only time I get to see them. Oh, okay. I'm glad. I'm glad the chat is helping you out on point. All right. Is everybody put in hashtag hater in the chat? If so, I will get this going. All right. Let's see what's what. Let's see who's getting the patch and the Tech Money in the building. All right. So Tech, go to 2TWOANLA@gmail.com. Send me your info and I will get you out your patch and a keychain. And for all my past winners, I am happy to say that this past Saturday, I went and I got shipped out all my stuff. So all the optics, the lights, the keychains, the patches, all that stuff got shipped out on Saturday. So if you are owed something from me, it should be to you this week. So if you won and I didn't, you haven't received it yet. If you don't receive it by like Thursday, Friday, hit me up and I'll give you the tracking number. But everything. Oh, Tina's a Delta. Okay, Tina, how did I not know that? Okay, love it, love it, love it. Love my Greeks in the building. Ted Money, congratulations. Look at Gina. She's asked the email there. TWOANLA@gmail.com. TWOANLA@gmail.com. I will get that out to you as soon as possible. What I try to commit to is that I do lives every other week. So by the next live, I try to have whatever needs to go out by then. All right, all right. Kaba said at this point he's hating Tech Money for winning. No doubt, Kaba. No doubt. The hate is real. The hate is real. We're going to do one more giveaway like this. And let me show you guys. We're going to do one more patch of keychain giveaway. And then we'll close out tonight with this giveaway. With this, hold on. Let me stop sharing so you guys can actually see it. I'm going to be giving away this 3 Pigeons backpack with the 2A NLA patch on it. I'll also include one of the Fam patches and a keychain in it. But fam, this is a good backpack, man. It is very well constructed. I did a review on it. It also has, here's what I like about this one. It's, like I said, really well constructed. But it also has like 5 individual pistol cases. So you can put your mags in there on that side, put your gun there, or in the seal pouch there. So look, fam, this is a really, really, really good range bag. So if you guys are looking for a range bag, this will be a member giveaway. If you want to join the 2A NLA family, all it is $3.99 a month. And for that, we do giveaways every other week, pretty much. High value giveaways. Members will also have an opportunity to win a firearm this year. And I'll talk about that a little bit more later. Gina, you gave away all the memberships to everybody. You're not going to win. You're not going to win, Gina, because you gave 30 other people memberships. One of them is going to win. Look, y'all. So here's what happens. If a member does not have to be present to win, right? But if a member wins and they don't reach out to me before the next live, then I re-put it up again. And so Gina, hey Shawnee, how you doing? So Gina buys these memberships and then these people win, and then I end up having to give it away again in the next week. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm not hating on you, G. I appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. You are the reason this channel is anything. All right. Gary Oki, what's good with you? Oh, okay. First time in the chat. Welcome. We appreciate you being here. Jared Salinas, what's good? The real question, will it fit a full-size 2011? 100%, Jared, it will. It'll definitely fit a full-size 2011. I have sussed that out for you ahead of time. I have sussed that out for you ahead of time. Tom, I plan to adopt an Apollo before the year is over. God willing, I fell asleep on last night's conversation. Hey, fam. So look, I'm about to share a screen with you. Okay, before I do, let me just give you guys some background. So I told you guys I have currently 2 Infinities on order. One should be here this year. One will likely not arrive until next year. And you guys have seen, most of you guys have seen kind of the totality of my 2011 collection. You guys know I like to pull from a variety of places, and I'm now at that stage where I'm looking for somebody to come take Atlas out. So I just picked up a Venom Customs. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll try to share that with you. Look, man, Venom Customs is doing their thing. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can go ahead and pull this up real quick. Yeah. Okay. Let me share screen real quick. So Venom Customs makes high-end 2011. A lot of them are built off Atlas frames, but they typically tend to have a little bit more style than Atlas guns. So I picked up one over this past week. Obviously, I can't show you a gun on YouTube, so it has to be done via video. But if you haven't seen the short, this will give you a good idea about what Venom Customs does. I told you guys about Venom Customs 2011. Check out this all black beauty at my guys at Covert's shop. But look, it doesn't stop there. Check out this sexy piece right here. Come on, fam. Stop playing with your boy. Look at that, fam. Just uber sexy with that blue barrel. Look, can't be mad at that. But you know I couldn't come up here without picking up mine. Fam, what I'm going to need you to do is stop playing with your boy. This is your boy, 2A Venom Custom 2011. Look, video, review, unboxing, all that'll be coming soon. Okay, so fam, that's Venom Customs. Like I said, they take you've heard me talk about them. I think you probably heard me talk about Rafferty too. I've done reviews on both of those. Rafferty's and Venom Customs take an Atlas kind of based gun, and then they try to make it, refine it a little bit and try to make it more aesthetically pleasing, because Atlas doesn't care about that kind of shit. They just care about if the gun runs, if the gun runs. And so that's kind of their bag. Thomas BG says, just on aesthetic, which 2011 do you like the most? Probably Infinity. If we're just talking 100% aesthetics and probably infinity. Now I'm going to see in short order whether or not their guns hold up the way people say they hold up to a test on functionality. I've shot infinities before. They're great guns, no doubt about it. I can't say by the limited amount that I've shot, I need to put rounds to it. I need to own the gun, I need to hold the gun, I need to keep it, I need to manipulate it for a while. I need to do all of that. But so I can't speak that. But just in terms of aesthetics, I'd say infinity. Thomas said he feels like the Sand Viper is one of the best. Gary, yes, I think Phantoms are great shooters. But you'll know when the review drops. Look, I said to Thomas, I don't know if you were in the chat earlier, but I said, you got Atlas here, right? And you got TTI here. Atlas is 100% about fit and finish, quality componentry, shootability, all of that. TTI cares about that, but they also, because a lot of their guns are featured in movies, their guns need to look cool. There needs to be a cool factor. There needs to be an aesthetic factor. And he understands that. And Atlas, I don't think, cares about that kind of stuff. And so TTI gets criticized because people feel like their componentry should be better given the price, not because of their style, even though they're great shooters. And people criticize Atlas because even though they're fit and finish, componentry, all of that is amazing. Aesthetically, they're not great. That's why people feel like Infinity is that marriage between the two worlds. I felt like Venom Customs, Rafferty, Hayes, they also kind of give you all of that. Big Easy said Infinity, 2A in LA. Which Infinity did you get? So I'm going to talk to you about that too. And let me see if I can. Because I don't think they have it up on their site anymore. This kind of sucks. Let's see if I can find it over here. Oh, it's the same thing. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I can't find the baby monster in a way that I can show it to you guys, but let me do this. G Collector M5 looks amazing. Yeah, I love the way that gun looks. Brian Kemp, since you have the PewView Apache, are you not grabbing the Covert Apache? Come on, Brian, you know me better than that. Of course I'm getting the Covert Apache. I'll just have both. I'm on the fence about picking up that. I have an XC, and I'm not sure if it will be just the same thing. No, it's not the same thing. I don't know if you've done any work to your XC, but for the XC to be the covert Apache, they would have to do some things to the XC. You'd have to have an upgraded trigger. You'd have to have an upgraded grip module, um, better coating on the covert Apache. I do like the XC's comp better than the Apache comp, although both of them shoot very, very flat and very, very soft. But I think the covert Apache is better. Better. I yeah, better. Better. But can't beat staccato, reliability, and all of that. Okay. So let me tell you this. So I've got an Infinity Baby Monster coming. You can Google that to see what that looks like. I couldn't pull it up the way I was trying to do. And I got another Infinity gun coming that I can't talk about because I can't. But Infinity has a new drop coming. And so I want to preface this question for you guys. Should I get another 4.6 or 5-inch 2011 Infinity? I have two coming. Or should I get an Infinity dual comp race gun? And before you say anything, and I don't have currently any race guns in my collection. No three comp race guns in my collection right now. But then let me show you. let me show you the gun. Hey Q, Carbon Q is in the building, my girl. Interesting arms. That Apache comp is screw on. It is on the Pew View. I don't think it is on the Covert edition though. Okay, let me share my screen. Oh, real quick. So Infinity has this new thing now where before all their guns were special order. So you could call Infinity, they put you in this thing, this module, and you have to pick every little thing about the gun or whatever. It would generally take somewhere between 12 to 18 months to get your gun, and all the guns will cost well over $10,000. So now Infinity decided that, hey, we're going to stop the special order thing. It was too, having each gun 100% different was too much. We're going to do these drops 4 times a year. We're going to offer 4 or 5 guns, and you guys can buy those, choose those, right? So they got a drop coming up in June. And I want to know, which one of these guns do you think I should pick up? So let me share my screen. Okay. So I'm really trying to decide between, now keep in mind, I've got 2 Infinities that are on the way. One looks very similar to this one, so I ruled the Thunderbird out. The other one looks very similar to this one, except it doesn't have kind of the old school grip. And when I say the old school grip, that's the Infinity logo. All of their guns used to come with that Infinity logo on their grip. So the other one looks very similar to this, except it doesn't have that grip. I'm thinking about Calvin's Cherry, and I'll put this up so you guys can get a closer look at it. The detailing on these guns are just crazy. Just super crazy. This gun is ported insane, right? Or do I get a race gun, an Infinity race gun, which I don't have? So if you think I should get the race gun, put race gun in the chat. If you think I should get the Calvin's Cherry, put cherry in the chat. Let me know which one you think is the hottest, or which one you think I should get. Okay, wait, who said that? Double P. Oh, Gary Oki. Yeah, no, double P is fire. 100% fire. No doubt about it. Now, for you guys who are thinking about buying a gun, and have a budget, maybe you're looking at an Atlas. People say, a lot of people saying cherry. A couple people say race gun. Oh, got some race guns up there. Race gun. Gina, you're just saying race gun because it's got blue on it, and Gina loves blue. Everything. Okay. I think more people are saying cherry than race gun, although a fair amount of race guns. I would agree that I think the cherry looks better. I think that I just don't have a race gun, and I feel like I should have one in my collection. And I got two other guns that are not exactly like cherry, but similar. Yes, the cherry is. That's the other thing. The cherry is crazy expensive, but so Gary said he liked the double P. Just to show you guys, okay, like the Atlas Erebus, it was $6,900 when I bought it, $7,400 now. The Artemis 7,000, the Sand Viper 7,000, other Atlas guns, Apollo 6,400, EL 6,600. All those. If you're not in comp, get the cherry, fam. I just feel like I should have one. But I hear you 100%. So now keep in mind, Infinity, let's assume Infinity has the same cost it has the same quality in terms of shooting as Atlas does. Look at the price point. So for you guys, the double P is $8,700. So that's like $1,300 more than an Artemis. And does this one come ported? I think this one comes ported. So $8,700, right? The Sexy Red, $8,300. It does not come ported, I don't think. Does it? Trigger flat. Usually they'll give you an option to port, although I don't see that on this one. The Thunderbird, which I think is dope too, $8,700. No barrel porting on that one. This one, Calvin's Cherry, 14,000. Double the price of almost of a Erebus. Man, that price is crazy, fam. I would probably get a little bit cheaper, but still, yeah, a grip. And then the P1 is 9,200. So that's where I get into it. Like when I start talking about infinities, I feel like people sound to me when they're talking about Atlases or some of these like 4,000 or 5,000. Is it that much better? Is it that much better? Because I think I would be mad if I played $14,000 for the cherry and it didn't shoot better than my Erebus. I would be pissed just because it's a little sexier. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, fam. So look, that's where I'm at with Atlas. I got a couple Atlas guns coming. I think I'm going to get one more. I think I'm going to get something from this drop. I think I'm leaning towards the race gun because I don't have a single race gun in my collection. I was leaning towards getting an Atlas Chaos, but I thought, getting a third Infinity, that wouldn't be a bad move either. And there's not a lot of price differential, I don't think, between the 9,200 for the Infinity and the And the chaos, I think, is 8 something or another, close to 9 almost, I believe. Alvin, I would consider a Bull Armory race gun if I could get it for Bull Armory prices in California. That's always my hiccup. Because if I don't, if I have to go to the secondary market to buy it, now I'm paying double the MSRP. And I wouldn't do that. Interesting arms. No, it's equal on similar type specs. You are paying for sexy look and unique. Yeah. No doubt. I think that's the. And I'm not mad at them. This is the thing. Like people, like you guys see, I'm not mad at Infinity charging 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,000, 13,000 or more for their guns. The guns are worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for them. And I promise you, these guns go on sale between the 24th and July 3rd, right? Fam, I'm not exaggerating this. They go on sale, I think at like 9 o'clock or whatever. By 9:01, my 9:01, they're all sold out. Every single one, every time. Now, I don't think they're making a ton of each gun. Maybe they're only making 5 of each gun, but they're gone. 100% gone. So as long as there are enough people who are down to buy the gun at the price point, then I'm not mad at the company for trying to maximize their profitability. Facts. Jared Salinas. Double MSRP plus 11% tax. California, we was just getting jobs. Mike Ken says you can say the same for High Point. Karaoke said people are using bots to buy them. Maybe. I just think people want them, bro. I just think people want them. Yes, please. Can somebody drop the score? The Celtics were up by 21 at halftime. That's what OG said. Jared, what did you get for your first 2011? Right, Southeast 78, 11%, starting at the end of this month, I think. They just be doing us dirty. 65, Ronald Woodman, what? 65 what? I know they ain't up by 65 points. Oh, still up by 21. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Boston's about to win their next championship, which I'm a little unhappy about just because it breaks the tie between them and the Lakers for most championships all time. But congratulations to them. Congratulations to the Celtics. That is no hate. See how I congratulated them? If the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, would y'all be like, congratulations, Cowboys? No, haters. Haters. Okay, look. Hold on. I'll do this real quick. All right, look, fam, we'll give away another. We're gonna give another patch and another keychain away. So we'll put hashtag infinity in the comments, and we're gonna do this one, and then we're gonna do the bag for our members. Hashtag infinity in the comments. Okay, Jared Coxillian said he picked up a Staccato P. That was my first, Jared. That was my first 2011 too. I picked up a Staccato P. That was my first 2011, which I still have. I sent it out to Vocal Machine Works, and they did some incredible stuff. But you're wondering what red dot you should get. I just think it depends on how much you want to spend, Jared. If you're looking to spend between 500 and 800, I would get the RMR HD. If you're looking for something that's a little bit more affordable, I would look at the Holosun Comp. And then other people in the chat, please make some suggestions too. Everybody put hashtag infinity in the chat. Karaoke said SRO for old folks like me. Can't go wrong with SRO. I've got SROs on a lot of my guns. Okay, 86-67 at the end of the third. Celtics are 1/4 of a way. I tell you what, I said this earlier, the Celtics had better win this game. After getting blown out in fourth game, but that was kind of predictable. They had won 3 in a row. They kind of knew that they were over the hump. But what they did not want to do is lose game 4, go home, lose game 5, have to go back to Dallas for game 6, where Dallas could potentially tie it at home, and then go back to Boston in the game 7. They didn't want those problems. They want to end that tonight. Big Easy 303 said lead and steel. You know, Big Easy, I've heard very good things about lead and steel. Y'all can talk to me about them in the chat. I'm surprised they haven't hit me up to send me one out to test. But I hear good things about them. I don't have any firsthand experience with them. Everybody put the hashtag infinity. We ready to get this party rolling. All right, let's do it. Let's see what's what. Tech Money has already won once today. Oh, Jay, the budget gun buyer. Jay, TWOANLA@gmail.com. Just shoot me out your info and I will get out your patch and your keychain. Congrats to Jay, 100%. All right, now let's get this. Let's get this monster up in here. All right, now, fam, we are giving away the 3 Pigeons range bag or tactical backpack. It's also going to come with a 2A NLA patch and keychain in it. Like I said, great construction. Shout out to 3 Pigeons who sent this out to the channel for me to review and for us to do the giveaway. Let me get my RGG on with the shuffle, 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 shuffle. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready to get this thing popping? Who is going to take away the range bag? Is it going to be one of Gina's fake memberships? Or is it going to be one of y'all? Let's see how it goes down, y'all. Go. Up. OG Tank. OG Tank. Congratulations, bro. Is OG Tank in here? Have I seen him today? If he is not, because y'all know, talk to him, see him on chats, make sure you reach out to OG Tank and tell him that he won the bag. He needs to get with me. He's got 2 weeks to get with me before the next live jumps off, or the bag goes back in the giveaway pool. But I'm pretty OG Tank watches my stuff, so I'm pretty sure he'll see it, or I'll see him in one of the other lives. But if you guys know Tank, make sure you reach out to him, let him know. Congrats, brother. Well deserved. Happy to get this out to you. Again, email me at twoanla@gmail.com and make sure you give me all your information so I can get this mailed out to you. All right, fam. Anybody have any thoughts, any parting questions? I'm going to probably wrap up so I can catch the last quarter of the game and the championship trophy presentation and all of that. But I appreciate you guys coming in. I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation about haterism and how detrimental it is. If you have an ounce of hate in you guys, just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. It is not worth it. Southeast 78 says, when are you getting that Genesis 12? Which one are you talking about? I just got a limited edition Genesis 12. Only 25 were made, and it's crazy. But if you're talking about the Genesis 12 TTI, oh, okay, yeah. Well, could be soon. Could be soon, right? Some stuff I just can't speak on. But yeah, it's in it's in the works. It's in the works. For sure. Supercat said, yo, why Jay win? He don't need it. In fact, I think Jay's won a couple items from me, I want to say. ATL for October. Hey, $2 DM me and tell me what's going on. I'm so mad that I'm missing the meetup, so I need to get out. So tell me what's going on, and I'll try to see if I can make it work. Silverback said, spin the wheel again. Come on, bro. I gotta save some stuff. We got more year coming. All right, fam. That's it for this live. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Please stay safe. Please stay armed. Please be your brothers and sisters' keeper. All right. Love y'all. See you next time. Peace.